Just watching a few minutes of that Euro soccer game. This is the ladies. This is the German team versus the Spanish team. The one goaltender for the, I think she's on the German team because her name sounds more German than Spanish. But anyway, she looks more like a guy, and I'm just wondering if I'm sure they do that. The hormone test, or just maybe they just watch them in a shower room or something. I can generally tell a man from a woman, in the shower room. I've been in shower, like in fitness center shower rooms with other guys, and that's no big deal. But anyway, I watch a few minutes of soccer, but it's just not my sport. I got nothing against it. I just never really quite got into it. Now, a big chunk of the world really gets into soccer. I think here in the U.S., if we didn't have the other sports teams, like we've got basketball, baseball, football. Well, there are some American soccer teams, but we got like NASCAR, Formula One. This was rather formulas, but Formula One and NASCAR are the two major auto sports. Well, then we got truck racing. Oh, there's motorcycle and bicycle racing. So we've got a bunch of other sports to occupy ourselves over soccer. Anyway. That's my take on that. I said that one German chick with the goaltender looked more like a man, but I'm sure the other girls would see her in a shower room and say, well, if the person had what a woman doesn't have, they'd say, well, this is the guy. He shouldn't be here. It would go down like that. Now, next thing I want to cover. Now, I've I've watched a whole bunch of NDEs. I found NDEs, near-death experiences. I find them very, very fascinating. There's generally, not always, but most of them will have a general theme to them. Somebody will actually die in the hospital. They'll float above their body. They'll watch the doctors, what the doctors are doing. Sometimes they'll say, their siblings, or maybe their parents, maybe their children watching them, crying, being all upset, praying over them. They'll see that for a little bit, and then they'll, sometimes they see a tunnel of white light, sometimes they don't. Then they'll go to what I believe is the astral garden, because a lot of people will talk about the astral garden. If you search it here on the internet, if you search here on YouTube, I'm sure you can find information on the astral garden. It's a meetup place for recently passed on individuals. A lot of times these people will be accompanied by someone that's dead that will accompany them, kind of show them around, and they'll say, look, it's not your time. You'll be here, but you're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to endure some pain as they fix your body up, but you can't stay. You got to go. And the next thing you know, they wake up in their body. And the doctor says, "Oh God, we got you back. We finally got you back." Now there was one guy that had an NDE, and it so excited him. It made him so happy that he spends the rest of his life all miserable. I don't know if he deleted himself or just spent his life miserable because he preferred the afterlife to his current life. I don't know whether to name the guy. Now, there was one guy that, something happened. He had, maybe his stomach ruptured, or the appendix, or maybe his intestines ruptured. So it was something like that. And he had intense abdominal pain. He eventually got to the hospital, but he died. He actually went to hell, or what he described as hell, and eventually got out of hell. And then he was brought back to life. The doctors had fixed him up and brought him back to life. There are a few people that do, describe an NDE as hell, or something that could be considered as hell. I think what they're doing, they're actually visiting a part of the astral plane where people have created for themselves, a literal hell. They are so convinced that they need to be punished. That they're doing it to themselves, that they're punishing themselves in hell. They're so convinced that they need to be there. That's my beliefs. Anyway, that's all. Let's make life. Let's make this life here, this physical reality, as interesting, as fun as we can. Love ya. Bye bye.